And at most of the ceremonies for the folks who have passed on, as it's been, as I remember, they have only required 1 moment, 1 minute usually of silence. But we've all had our minute, and if Tom Dent is in fact, watching over the proceedings. John Paris, let's hear it for the words. Let's hear it. All right, come on, let's make the noise. The time for celebrity is past us. We're going to go out and buy a winter coat. It's getting cold out here. John Paris.
Well, I'm not going to talk about Tom or anybody else that did, but I will read about New Orleans. This is from, you shut up, Steve Cannon. You're going to be next, Steve. I got some voodoo on you. I'm going to be up here for you next. This is from The Ass's Tale, and it's a section on New Orleans. It was about 90 degrees and sticky, and the smell of magnolias and jasmine hung in the night air, reminding me of the odor at the florist shop. A handsome cab stood at the curb with a mangy, sway-backed horse wearing a straw hat with a daisy in it and diapers. Green Street steered her toward this and gave the hack an address in Jackson Square. I hopped onto the back, riding with them through the French Quarter, perched over a swaying water bucket suspended from the rear axle. I wanted her to take me straight to the man. As slimy as Green Street was, he was just a tentacle. Where we went to was a seedy hotel in the square facing a statue of Jackson himself up on his pedestal, arm upraised with that ubiquitous sword in it in the Mississippi. I had never seen it before except in pictures, but it looked positively animal, alive and purposeful, its deep brown shoulders contoured with muscle like a roustabout, its surface like deltoids, oil slick from the tankers that pushed up from the Gulf to Memphis and the ubiquitous shrimpers. It could definitely have been a man, like in the song, though as muddy it was, you could see that it was a young man, still cutting its channel, surging to make its mark.
Okay, coming up next, the Reverendo Pedro Pietri. Can't have a ceremony for the dead without a reverend, so let's do that. Reverend Pedro Pietri.
Hey, John Paris, man. Let's give him another round of applause. Anybody got a reading? I read them. That's okay. I got them here. Okay, great. Okay. John, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna outdo you, man. This is only gonna be a few
Oh,
minutes.
you're going to be after Steve.
Okay, I'm only 1.5 times. Okay. This is cool. Rehearsing for an argument. So what if the dishes were left in the sink overnight? I never promised to vacuum the living room floor on weekdays or weekends or legal holidays. I never did anything wrong. I never did anything right. I guess this makes me perfect. I told you before I met you that I threw away my dirty laundry because those washing machines are just after my spare change. And as for going to the supermarket, that is out of the question. You can't write poetry in those aisles of labels and disabled brand names. When you first met me, you knew I was a struggling baseball player. I still have hopes of making it to the major leagues, believe it or not.
Mistake Kango for hate love. All those names for unwanted bodies being called home. Arms raised to testify, waving from side to side, fists flying like bullets, bullets like fists. Above the snare, 2 sticks make the sign of the cross, then break a divorced crucifix. The tambourine shakes like a collection plate. This pastor wants to know who's in the house, where we're from. Are we tired yet? Ready to quit? We run down front, scream and shout. Hell no, we ain't ready to go. The organ hesitates, fills the house with grace, good news, resurrection and parole, a gospel of chords rising like souls. Up, 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 down, down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, down, up, 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 down. The cowbell's religious beat of prayer, angel ushered through dangerous air.
Muses, all of whom have streets named for them in the Garden District. A soft heat settles on Terpsichore just inside the gay bar where the owner's pink flamingos compliment silly songs on the rescued Rockola. Who can dance to the Lauren Green ballad, Ringo? Dixie beer is the beer of choice, marijuana the cheapest drug. Relaxation is key since it's all a matter of waiting for the right body to stumble toward you. Lust perfumes parties in the projects, bar stool chatter at the Hyatt, lazy kissing on the median strip stretching down Chapatulas. If Professor Longhair were alive, he'd teach a lesson on perfect motion, the perfect slide of a man's hand down a woman's back. A lesson you learned long before you met me. We are making love as we did before in Austin and Manhattan, but in this room, on this costly bed, our lovemaking starts out the slowest grind, then, like this city's weather, goes from hot to hotter, from moist to rainstorm wet. You're tall A, and where there should be tribal markings, there are scars. Football, basketball, mid-60s ground parties where something always got out of hand. There's that perfect amen. You're your own gospel and you bring good news to me. The way you enter me like grace, the way you say my name, a song. No, that's not it. It's the engineer in you that gets me. Your search for the secret line that goes straight to the center of the earth. Deeper and deeper you go until there's no earth.
In their position, inquisitive for the innocent, simply declarative, asserting sense out of the chaotic, getting God from the psychotic, like a round of fire when it's perfectly quiet. Round twilight shadows show where you're coming from, where you go. Work your voice like a drum with some treble, tremor, may it seem tenuous, but it's incredible. Mesh ascension flesh, touch with a tinge of regret. Which the second poem is the sound poems, as keeps talking about noises. It's called Back to Africa. Back to Africa. Kata blue black kata blue kata blue kata blue kata ego 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 kata blue kata blue black blue kata be gone ego soon 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 go ego soon ego soon ego soon ego soon ego soon ego soon kata blue black blues kata blue black crew blue kata blue black home. Flew, got home, got home. Flew, got back home. Flew, got home, got home, gonna be ending soon, gonna be like ending soon. Home. Few, got a black blue, known. True, got a black blue, flown. Blue, got a black bone, home. Crew. My crew, my blue black crew, my blue black crew, my blue black crew, my blue black crew, my home. Few got blue black blues known. True got blue black blues own. Blue got blue black blues own. Home got blue black home. Own got blue black home. Own got blue black own. Got blue black own. Got blue black blue got a blue jack got blue jack got got blue jack got a new jack, blue jack, voodoo, got a new jack, blue black juju, got a new jack, blue jack, blue jack, got a new jack, blue jack, new jack, blue jack, new jack, blue black voodoo, got a new black, black juju, got a new black, black voodoo, got a home. Few got a new black, blue home. Few got a new black, blue black, blue black, blue black, blue black, blue black home.
Sonic. Silence of. Cyanide shifting. Foundations everyday how practical their thoughts are.
Beams against red lamppost in red gray fog of nicotine time. In the evening, red routine came into my body's town, green, soggy ground, mean, brick red town, spewing red hell through back doors opening onto red streets in Amos Tutuo's town. Trees walk back with red cows graze red suburban lawns in Tutuo's red town. Clocks, telephones, letters catch fire in red mailboxes of impeccable charm. Ishmael Reed is stenciling red ink on every building wall. Fire hydrants, fire engines squall. Red eggs, red rice in darkest night. White beets in the iron rice bowl of China sit there in Russia Red Square. Oh, white sheep drying on washed lines of red, reddened by sunlight dying. I say in the evening before bright sun demises, red moon rises, and red rock rocks in red rocking chair. Oh, silver moon rise, please rise over Tennessee clay, rise over Chattanooga red bedspread, the mother dead, the mother dead, the mother dead. The Union of Socialist Soviet Republics used to be red. When someone came from the red zone, people always said, there goes the red. In a firm named Reds, in a film named Reds, Isadora Duncan was said to be red. The scarf twisted round Isadora Duncan's neck instead of her head was rumored as actually being red. Little Red Devil, over New Orleans, red alert over Baton Rouge, red silk gown, velvet linen, pillow of red feathers. Shall we tarry? Shall we make love? Oh, so red streams of sun setting filter through windows, making the lace curtains glow. Shall we inhale the red upon this hospital bed, or shall we die from eating too much apple pie? Shall we dream red dreams, wear red underwear, talk red talk with unread people, and blow red poison in their faces? Shall we settle or move along? Red revolution, little red book, bandwagon, schoolhouse, not a hood but a bonnet, not a fox but a red kitten, going in red dreads and gown, red angel wings and tiny feet in red slippers. Gaze upon this sight, admire her tonight, little Miss Cleopatra, gloriously rude. Down she wings, struts she stuffed, the red is enough, the red is queen, the red, 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 universal rouge. London two-story red double-decker buses, traffic lights, stop signs, England public post boxes, parcel forced mail delivery vans, red herring, un-American that town again, inundated with chagrin, Bertolt Brecht refusing to bathe when rising from bed, Ethel and Julius Rosenberg strapped, Louisiana red devil, all right, Tabasco, black faces of doctor men turned red as velvet carpet in ruling class restaurant, the red crabs eat well. Women of unusual height require mammograms, ductal carcinoma in situ, minimal invasive quimo.
Resistance. Can you understand English, boy? Where are you from, boy? Where are you from? I am from the land of boy. Niggas doing the job of the honky. CIA, KGB, Tonton Macoutes, I call the same thing in my island paradise. Vampires, black, white, multicolored, multicultural, demons, land of the never-ending nightmare, human suffering. For the last time, before we report you to the Immigration Bureau, where are you from, boy? Gonna get mama Haiti via Africa. The next one is Black Star. $20 million's way to blow up a small.
Oh, largesse. Out then spak her brother dear, as a strim striketh thrill. You do your down to come over if we gain to show. I wouldn't have got my own true love, whatever you do, doth mow. For thy moon waxeth on such music, it grieves me sore. A bird of blood answered yonder yore. Now thy leaves waxeth bare. Now it is, and now it is not. Oh, denier my young man, tap my hand, and tarry no longer toward thine heritage. And Hindi hap, ik had ye hint, and it kept world between spring beginneth to spring. Winter than the swan, weary in water war, the winter heave ho, in all this world be gone. If thou be quiet, eyes be glad. I be's glad, I be a being, as you see, I be a being what you wanna be, so be it. Suit the action to the word to the action, so they be who they say they be, as be may, be he who he may, hence becomes how be. It being the case, seeing that since you be so busy beating, in the O.E. Elizabethan sense of beating, to come about way before B became blended with am, was, 'twas. Woe be unto you is a beating, shall I be shown, be, God.